From London. Celebrations over the easing of almost all lockdown restrictions in England were muted today as the COVID infection rate continues to surge across the country. Travel and leisure-related stocks were the biggest drag on the FTSE All-Share. Among the blue chips, British Airways owner IAG fell 4%, while Premier Inn owner Whitbread was off 2.5%. Among the mid-caps, the cruise firm Carnival dropped 5.8%, while the budget carrier EasyJet fell 3.4% in early morning trading. Crude oil prices dipped earlier today after OPEC Plus agreed a deal over the weekend to restrict production to 400,000 barrels a day from August. The agreement ended a tense standoff that laid bare a growing economic rivalry between the United Arab Emirates and its wealthy neighbour, Saudi Arabia. Yesterday's announcement sets out how the world's leading oil producers and allies would proceed after limiting output last year as oil demand plummeted amid the coronavirus pandemic. The deal also extends a deadline on capping output from April 2022 to the end of 2022, a provision sought by Saudi Arabia. Zoom Video Communications announced yesterday that it had agreed a deal to buy the cloud software provider Five9 Inc. for almost $15 billion. This is the video conferencing startup's first major acquisition, and it's the second biggest American tech deal this year, behind Microsoft's planned $16 billion purchase of Nuance Communications. The deal is intended to help expand Zoom's offering as it prepares for the post-pandemic slowdown, following its explosive growth in 2020. In the 12 months to the end of January, Zoom's annual sales quadrupled to $2.65 billion, and its share price has risen more than 400%. Five9 has seen rapid growth of its own as demand has surged for call centre technology that would allow representatives to do their jobs from home. The transaction is expected to close in the first half of 2022. The supermarket giant Ocado has warned customers to expect delays after a fire broke out at its warehouse near the Thames. This is the second huge blaze to have been started by its fleet of robots within 3 years. The collision of 3 bots took place on Saturday evening. The robots move around at a pace of 9 miles per hour to pick and transport groceries. About 800 staff were evacuated, and according to the London Fire Brigade, no injuries were reported. In a statement, the company says it expects the facility to resume operations within the coming week, as the damage is limited to a small section of the facility. The group lost 3.1% of its value in the opening exchanges. Those are your main stories from London at close of business.